One out, a man on second, bottom seventh, 2 balls, no strikes. Roughing checks runner on second, gets signed from Dickey, roughing stretches, roughing pitches, caught the inside corner, strike one, baby, no hitter up there. One out, a man on second, bottom seventh, 2 balls, 1 strike. Roughing checks runner on second, gets signed from Dickey, roughing stretches, roughing pitches, caught the inside corner, strike 1, 2. Oops. Alrighty. One out, a man on second, bottom seventh, 2 balls, 1 strike. Roughing checks runner on second, gets signed from Dickey, roughing stretches, roughing pitches, lower outside, ball 3, come on Red, make him hitter. No batter up there, and they're all time Red.
Kate, please, my head is spinning.
I told that boy 109 times. Eugene, stop banging on the wall!
In a minute, Ma, this is for World Series. One out, a man on second, bottom seventh, 3 balls, 1 strike. Roughing stretches, roughing pitches. Oh no, high and outside, Chojo more walks, first and second, Mala ups up to the plate.
Can't you do that someplace else?
I'll break his arm, that's where he'll do it. Eugene, I'm not going to tell you again. Do you hear me?
It's last batter, Mom. No lot is up. It's a crucial one for World Series history.
Your Aunt Blanche has a splitting headache.
I don't want him to stop playing, it's just the banging.
He always is when I'm studying. I have a big test tomorrow in history.
1 pitch, Mom. I think I can make him pop up. I have my stuff today.
Your father will give you plenty of stuff when he gets home. You hear?
All right.
I want you inside now. And put out the water glasses.
I can do that.
Why? Is his arm broken? And I don't want to hear any back talk. You hear?
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Today's game will be delayed because of my Aunt Blanche's headache.
Blanche, that's enough already. Go on, Kate, it's for you to go on.
I just have this 1 inch to finish. Lori, darling, help out Kate in the kitchen.
2 more pages, all right, Ma? I have to finish the Macedonian Wars.
Always studying that one. She's gonna have some time on her shoulders. Eugene!
I'm coming.
And wash your hands.
They're clean. I'm wearing a glove. I hate my name, Eugene Morse Jerome. It's the second worst name ever given to a male child. First was this Haskell Fleshman. How am I ever going to play for Yankees with a name like Eugene Morse Jerome? You have to be a Joe, or a Tony, or a Frankie. If only I was born Italian. All the best Yankee players are Italian. My mom makes spaghetti with ketchup. What chance do I have?
I'm almost through, Ma.
All right, darling, don't get up too quickly.
You have better color today, sweetheart. Did you get a little sun this morning?
I walked down to the beach.
Very slowly, I hope.
Yes, Ma.
That's good.
She gets all this special treatment because the doctor said she has a kind of flutter in her heart. I got hit with a baseball right in the back skull. I saw to everything for a week. I still had to carry a block of ice home every afternoon. Girls are treated like queens. Maybe that's why she was born. Italian girl.
Eugene!
What?
How many times have I told you not to leave your things lying around the house?
109.
What?
You said yesterday, I told you 109 times not to leave your things around the house.
Eugene, don't be fresh with the weather.
Was I fresh? I swear to God that's what she said to me yesterday. One day, I'm gonna write all this down, book for a play, be a great writer like Brighton Lardner, somebody. Well, that's if things don't work out with the Yankees. Or the Cubs. Or the Red Sox. Or maybe even possibly the Tigers. If it gets down to St. Louis Browns, then I'll definitely be a writer.
Mom, can I have a glass of lemonade?
It'll spoil your dinner, darling.
A small glass. It couldn't hurt her.
All right, in a minute.
I'll get it. I'm going in the kitchen anyway.
Can you believe that? She better have it about her. I'm gonna kill her one day. Listen, I hope you don't repeat this, but I'm telling you my secret memoirs. It's called Unbelievable, Fantastic, Completely Private Thoughts of I, Eugene Morse Jerome, in this, the 15th year of his life in the year 1937, community of Brighton Beach, Grove, Brooklyn, Kings County, City, New York, Empire State, the American nation.
All I'll roller skate. On my kitchen floor. Do you want me dead? Is that what you want?
I didn't leave those there.
No? Then who? Lori? Your Aunt Blanche? Have you ever seen them on roller skates? Take this upstairs.
Don't hit my school. Hush.
What would you tell your father if he came home and I was lying dead on the kitchen floor?
I'd say don't go to the kitchen, Pop.
And don't come down with dirty hands.
See why I want to write all this down? It's a case for all twits and warped. We won't know why.
She can be happy he's healthy and active, Kate. Lori was the same way before the doctors found out what she had.
Never. Girls are different. You know, when you and I were girls, we used to keep the place spotless. It was Ben and Ezra who drove Mama crazy. I've always been like that. You need to have things clean, just like Mama did. You know, when they packed up and left the house in Russia, she cleaned the place from top to bottom. She said, no matter what the Cossacks did to us, when they broke in, they'd have respect for the Jews.
Who are the Cossacks?
Same filthy bunch that live across the street.
Across the street? You mean the Murphys?
All of them.
The Murphys are Russian?
And the mother is sweet. Very nice to me.
Her windows are filthy. Thought she had black curtains hanging inside.
It was nice inside, but nobody could be as mean as you.
What business did you have in their house?
She invited me in for tea.
To meet that drunken son of hers?
No, just the two of us.
I'm living here 7 years and she never invited me in for tea. It's because she knows your situation. Remember what Mama used to say? Stay on your own side of the street. That's what they have gutters for.
That's what they have gutters for. My mother knew I was writing all this down. She stuck me with one of her chickens. I'd better explain what she meant by Aunt Blanche's situation. You see, her husband, Uncle Dave, died 6 years ago from this thing. Never say the word. They always whisper it. It was cancer. I think they're afraid they say it loud. God will hear them and say, I heard that. You said the dread disease. Just for that, I might get down with it. There are some things grown-ups won't discuss. For example, my grandfather, he died from diphtheria? Anyways, after Uncle Dave died, he left Aunt Blanche with no money, not even insurance. And Aunt Blanche can support herself because she has asthma. So my big-hearted mother insisted we take her and her kids in to live with us. So they broke our room into 2 small rooms. Me and my brother Stan live on this side, while Lori and her sister, Nora, lives on the other side. My father thought this would just be temporary, but it's been 3.5 years. I think because of Aunt Blanche's situation, my father's beginning to develop high blood pressure.
Have some more lemonade, dear.
Thank you, Aunt Kate.
Drink it slowly.
I am.
Blanche, that's enough already. Since 7 o'clock this morning.
I was just finishing.
You'll sew your fingers together.
Look, it's getting dark anyway. I think I need new glasses.
Our teacher said you should change them every 2 years.
Would it kill you to put on a light?
I don't need to run up your electric bills, Kate. I owe you and Jack as it is.
You see anyone starving around here? If I go hungry, you can give me something off your plate.
Look, I don't know when I'm going to pay you and Jack back, but I promise you I will.
From your lips, the Irish sweepstakes. Go in and taste the sweet. See if they need salt.
Should I put out the water glasses, or is Eugene going to do it?
Eugene, this is the last time I'm going to tell you. Just do the napkins, darling.
Because of her condition, I have to do twice as much work around here. Boy, you just make Yankees and things new here broke this winter. Her sister Nora's not too bad though. She's 16. She's okay. At least she isn't a bad look at. To be absolutely honest, this is the first year I started noticing girls that I'm a bad look at. Nora started developing 8 months ago. Exactly in my garden.
Mom, Lori, and Kate. I have incredible news, everybody.
Huh? Hi, Nora.
Eugene, my sweet, adorable, handsome cousin. Wait till I tell you what happened to me. I'm fainting. I'm absolutely fainting.
I felt her chest. When she grabbed
producer came to our dancing class this afternoon and picked out 3 girls. We have to be in the Hudson Theater on Monday morning at 10 o'clock to audition for the dance director. But on the way out, he told me the job was as good as mine. I mean, we have to start rehearsing a week from Monday, and then it goes to Philadelphia, Wilmington, Washington, and then it comes to New York the second week in December. And there are 9 big musical numbers. And there's going to be a tank on the stage that you can see through. And the big finale all takes place with the whole cast underwater. I mean, can you believe it, Mama? I'm going to be in the Broadway show.
What is she talking about?
I know. Am I her mother?
How can you be in a show? Don't you have to sing and act?
I can sing.
No, you can't.
A little.
No, you can't.
Well, I can carry a tune.
No.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're just looking for dancers.
On Broadway, you have to sing and act.
How do you know? You've never seen a Broadway show.
Did he ask how old you were?
No, he didn't ask me.
He didn't ask if you were 16?
He just asked me to audition. My God, isn't anybody excited?
I've ever heard.
Thanks, Eugene. I'm glad somebody's excited.
My God, I'll be sleeping next door to a showgirl.
How can you go to Philadelphia? But what about school?
School? Mama, this is a Broadway show. This is what I want to do with my life. Algebra and English isn't going to help me on the stage.
Aren't.
Will you stay out of this? All right.
What do you mean not finish school? Not get a diploma? You know how hard it is for a girl to get a good job for her high school diploma.
But I've got a job. And I'll be making more money than 10 girls with diplomas.
You don't have it yet. You still have to audition.
It's as good as mine. Mr. Benton told me.
What if you, God forbid, broke a leg or got heavy? Dancing is only a few years. How long are they really going to keep you? A diploma is forever. I know, I never had one. Aunt Kate! Aunt Kate knows. Tell her, Kate.
Oh, it's very hard. Well, then why did you send me back to school for 3 years? Why do I spend 2 hours on a subway after school 4 days a week with money that you make going half blind over a broken sewing machine?
Because you asked me. Because it's my pleasure and I know how much you love it.
I'm asking you something else. Mama, I could be making almost $60 a week. Let me do something for you now.
It's a tense moment for everyone. I love tense moments. Especially when I'm not the one they're all tense about.
Well, God knows we owe Uncle Jack and Aunt Kate enough as it is. I think they have as much say in this as I do. What do you think, Kate?
Me? Never voted a day in my life. Why should I start with my own family? I've teed up the potatoes.
Then we'll let Uncle Jack decide. He can make the decision.
Why, Mama? I love him, but he's not my father.
Because I need help. Because I don't always know what the right thing to do is. Because I said so, that's why.
I, Eugene Marstrom of New York, cast one vote for yes. What I'm about to tell you next is so secret, so private. I've left instructions for my memoirs not to be opened till 30 years after my death. I, Eugene Marstrom, have committed mortal sin by lusting after my cousin Aura. I can tell it now because I'll be dead. If I had my choice between a tryout with the Yankees and actually seeing her bare breasts for 2.5 seconds, I would have some serious thinking to do.
I need bread.
What?
Well, I don't have enough bread. Run across the street to Green Box and get me a fresh one.
But I went to the store this morning.
So you'll go again this afternoon.
But I'm always going to the store. When I grow up, that's all I'll be trying to do. Go to the store.
You don't want to go? Here, give me the money. I'll go.
Oh, don't do that. Don't make me feel guilty. I'll go.
And get a quarter-pound of butter.
I bought a quarter-pound of butter this morning. Why don't you just buy half pound at a time?
And say the house burned down this afternoon. Why do I need an extra quarter-pound of butter?
If my mother taught logic in high school, this would be some weird country.
So, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Leave me alone. Don't just sit there watching me.
It's my room just as much as yours. I don't have to leave if I don't want to.
Well, do you have to stare at me? Can't I have any privacy?
I'm staring into space. I can't help with your argument.
I bet you're worried. How would you feel if your entire life depended on what your Uncle Jack decided? I wish Daddy were alive.
He would have said no. He was really strict.
Not with me. I mean, he was. But he was always fair. And if he said no, he always gave you a reason for it. He always talked things out. I wish I could call him something now and ask him what to do. One frequent call to heaven is all I ask.
Ask Mom. She talks to him every night.
Who told you that?
She, every night, before she goes to bed, she puts his picture on his pillow and talks to him. Then, she puts a blanket half of the picture and goes,
She does not.
she does too. Last year, when I had a big fever, I slept in bed with the picture. In the middle of the night, my face fell on this picture, and I cut my nose.
That's weird. She never told me that.
I can't remember him much anymore. I used to remember him real good, but now he disappears a little bit every day.
He was so handsome. He always dressed so dapper and his shoes always shine. I always thought he should have been a movie star. Like Gary Cooper, only shorter. But mostly, I remember his pockets.
His pockets?
Yeah, when I was 6 or 7, he'd always bring me home a little surprise, like a Hershey or Top. And he'd tell me to go get it in his coat pocket. So I'd run to his closet, and I'd put my hand in it, and it would feel as big as a tent. And I just wanted to crawl in there and go to sleep. And there were all these things in there, like juicy gum, human lifesavers, bits of cellophane, pieces of tobacco, movie stubs, paper clips, nickels, pennies, and his gray suede gloves that he always wore in the wintertime.
With the stitches flying down his fingers, I remember.
And then I found his coat in Mom's closet, so I put my hand in it. And everything was gone. It was dry cleaned and empty, and it felt cold. That's when I knew he was really dead. Lori, I hate being a hoarder. Listen, let's make a pact. Whoever saves enough money doesn't spend any on herself, but saves it for a house for you and me and Mom. That means every penny you get from now on is for the house. No money for lipsticks, or magazines, or nail polish, or bubblegum. Is it a pact?
What about movies?
Movies too.
Starting when?
Starting today. Starting right now.
Can we start Sunday? I really wanted to see The Thin Man.
Who's in it?
William Powell and Myrna Loy.
Okay. Starting Sunday. I'll go with you Saturday.
Sid Luckman of Columbia waits for a snap from center. Snow is coming down in a mere blizzard. Gets it? Thinks back, he passes. And Luckman's got it! Luckman, catch don't pass. It's on the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. It's a touchdown! Columbia wins. They defeat the mighty Terms of Harbor 13-12. Listen to that crowd. Woo! Woohoo! Yeah!
Wait, stop that yelling! I have a cake in the oven.
Hey, Juji. Hi, Stan. My brother Stan. He's okay. You'll like him. What are you doing home so early?
Just popcorn yet?
No. Did you ask about the tickets?
What tickets?
For the Yankees game. You said your boss knew a guy who could get his passes. You didn't ask him?
Me and my boss had other things to talk about. Listen, Huge. I'm in trouble. I mean, really big trouble.
This shocked me, because my brother's the kind of guy who can talk himself out of any kind of trouble. What kind of trouble?
I got fired today.
Fired? You mean for good?
You don't get fired temporarily. It's permanent. It's a lifetime firing.
Why? What happened?
It was on account of Andrew, the colored guy who sweeps up. Well, he was cleaning the floor in the stockroom. He put his broom against the table to put some junk in the trash can, and the broom slips. Knocks a can of lint over and 3 brand new hats. $9 Stetsons. But it wasn't his fault. He put the lint over there, right?
Right.
So Mr. Stroheim sees the only hats, and he gets crazy. He says the hat's gonna have to come out of his own salary. $27. So Andrew starts to cry.
He cried?
42 years old, and he's bawling his eyes all over the stockroom. I mean, the man hasn't got too much furniture upstairs anyway, but he's real sweet. Always brings me coffee, telling me jokes. I never understand them, but I laugh anyway. Make it feel good, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I said to Mr. Strum that I didn't think it was fair, and that it wasn't his fault.
You said that to him?
Sure, why not? So Mr. Stroheim says, "You want to pay for the hats, big mouth?" So then I say, "No, I don't want to pay for the hats." So then he says, "Then mind your business, big mouth."
Holy mackerel.
So Mr. Stroheim looks at me like machine gun bullets are coming right out of his eyes. And then he calmly sends Andrew to the factory to pick up 3 brand new hats, which is usually my job. So guess what Mr. Stroheim tells me to do?
What?
He tells me to sweep up. He says for this week I'm the cleaning man.
I can't believe it.
Everybody's watching me now. Wait and see what I'm going to do. I felt the dignity when everybody worked at that store was in my hands. So I grit my teeth. I picked up the broom. And a small pile of dirt sitting right in the middle of the floor.
Yeah?
And I swept it all over Mr. Stroheim's shoes. Andrew just finished shining this morning if you want to talk about irony.
I'm dying. I'm actually dying.
You can see everyone at the place is about a busted gut. Mrs. Mulcahy, the bookkeeper, can hardly keep her false teeth in her mouth. Andrew's eyes are hanging 5 inches out of their sockets.
This is the greatest story in history of the world.
So Mr. Stroheim pulls me into the back of the office, pulls down the blinds to close the door. He gives this whole long talk about how he was brought up in Germany to respect his superiors. And if they ever did such a thing like you do, they would beat me in their coffin until they carried me dead.
That's perfect. It's gone down perfect.
And I say, yeah? Well, we're not in Germany, oh buddy.
You said that to him?
No, to myself. I don't want to go too far.
I was wondering.
Anyway, Mr. Stroheim said that he's always liked me. And that he thought I was a good boy. And that he was going to give me one more chance. But he wants a letter of apology. And if the letter of apology isn't on his desk tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, I can consider myself fired.
I would have had a heart attack. What did you say?
I said I wasn't going to apologize for Andrew to pay for the hats, but he grabbed my coat and my hat and walked out and got home 10 minutes early.
Sweating. I swear to God, I'm sweating all over.
I don't know why I did it, but I just got so mad. Like, when you give them when you're 18 and a half, you give them for the rest of your life, don't you think?
I suppose. So what's the decision? Are you going to write the letter?
No.
Positively?
Positively. Except, I'll have to discuss it with Pop. I know we need the money, but he once said, you should do what you think is right in this world. And stand up for your principles.
But what if he thinks you're wrong and that you should write the letter?
Well, he won't. He's going up to me. I know it.
But what if he says, write the letter?
Well, that's something we won't find out till after dinner, will we?
All in all, it's turning out to be one heck of a dinner. I'll say this, though. I always had this two-way thing with my brother. Either I worshipped the ground he walked on, or I hate him so much I wanted to kill him. And I guess you know how I feel about him today.
All day it takes to bring home bread. Give Aunt Blanche the butter she's waiting.
I was 1/2 hour ago. I was talking to Sam.
Hey, I got a letter from Rosie Weiner. Remember her? She moved to Manhattan. They live up on Central Park West.
Why not? Her father's a gangster and her mother's even worse. I don't get a kiss hello?
No, I was gonna save it up and give you Java for Christmas.
We don't have Christmas. I'll take it now, thank you. A hug too? What have I ever done to deserve a hug from you? You must have done something wrong.
You're too smart for me, Mom. I robbed the barber shop today.
Is that why you look so tired? You know you don't get enough sleep. Running around with your 200 girlfriends all night?
130, that's all I have. 130.
How do you get any work done?
I get it done.
And your boss doesn't say anything to you? About being tired?
About being tired? No, he doesn't.
Hey, did you ask him about this Thursday?
What?
You were going to ask him about getting paid Thursday, so I could pay Greenblatt's Friday. Saturday's holiday.
No, sorry. I forgot. I'll ask him tomorrow.
If there's any trouble, don't bother. Your boss is more important. Greenblatt can wait.
That's not true, Mom. My boss is any more important than Mr. Greenblatt.
Oh, God! As if things weren't bad enough. The ultimate tragedy. Liver and cabbage for dinner. Jewish medieval torture. My friend, Marty Gregorio, an A student in science, told me that cooked cabbage can be smelled farther than sound traveling for 7 minutes. These memoirs are never finished. No, it's because I gagged to death in the middle of supper. I was sitting right over there. You're all witnesses. But I'll get blamed for that anyways.
I'm alright, just let me sit a minute.
Didn't I tell you to get out of that hot kitchen? I can't breathe in there and I don't have asthma. Nora, Lori, come help your mother.
I'm sick about the plates. I'll replace them. I'm sorry about the plates.
Plates I can always get. I only have one sister.
What happened? I'm alright. Lori, don't run.
It's another asthma attack. The second one this week. Nora, I think you better go get the doctor.
No doctors.
You know this is no climate for you. Near the beach, what you need is someplace dry.
Like Arizona, Mama.
Should I get the doctor? No, no doctors. It's better. It's going away. I can hear the whistle. Will you shut up? Nora, go in and help Mom Kate in the kitchen. I broke her good plates.
Never mind, Eugene will do it. Nora, you go get your mother's medicine, okay? And Laura, you sit here quiet and watch your mother. You look as pale as a ghost. Eugene, come in here and help me.
Hello, Mrs. Kresge. How are you?
In a minute, Mom. Pop's home. I would now like to introduce to you my father. Real hard worker, born at the age of 42. Hey, Pop. How you doing?
How am I doing?
Let me carry these here, Pop.
You're too heavy. You'll hurt yourself.
Nah, I can do it easy. I just have to get a good grip.
I want to sit a few minutes.
You alright, Pop?
I'm fine. I'm resting, that's all. Get me a glass of water, will you?
I'll be out for the other box in a minute, Pop. I don't know how he does this. King Kong couldn't let these. You know what's in them? Noisemakers and party favors. Pop sells them in nightclubs and hotels. After his regular work, which is cutting materials for lace raincoats.
Did you do your homework today?
Not all of it. Mom sent me to store 15 times. Amos and Andy's on tonight.
Do your homework, then we'll discuss Amos and Andy.
Here's your medicine, Mom. Lori, go get some water. Lori shouldn't be running.
I'll do it, Nora.
You sure? You don't want to?
Oh, I can do it easy. 2.5 seconds, that's all I ask.
Mom, did you talk to Uncle Jack? I'll talk to him when I talk to him. Tonight. I have to know tonight. If he's not too tired, I'll talk to him tonight.
Jack's home. We'll leave in 10 minutes. Nora, darling, can you go up and get Stanley? Lori, how's your mother?
Much better. The whistling stopped.
What's wrong? Eugene said you were holding your chest.
I wasn't holding my chest.
You have to lug that box around every day, back and forth to the city. You don't work hard enough, Jack.
You want the box? It's yours. Keep it. I don't need it anymore.
What do you mean?
Del Mar's party favors went out of business. They closed them out. And it's bankrupt.
Oh my God.
Never even warned me it was coming.
But you said he lived up on Riverside Drive, with a view of the river? A $300 a month apartment. Man like that.
You live in a cold water flat on Delancey Street. Bankruptcy is the one thing God spares you.
All right. Look, you can always find the good in something. You don't have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning anymore. You don't have to lug that box around. We can all eat dinner at a decent hour. Plus, you still have your job at Jacobson's, so we won't starve.
I can't make ends meet with what I make at Jacobson's. Not with 7 people to feed.
They'll hear you.
I can't afford food and clothing and rent for 7 people. Christmas and New Year's alone, I made $150.
Stop it, Jack. You only make yourself sick.
Never even warned me it was coming. The bastard. 5 salesmen are laid off and he's going to a Broadway show tonight. I stuffed every noisemaker and party favor I could in that box and walked out of there. At his funeral, I'll put on a pointy little hat and blow a horn. Bastard.
Don't talk like that. Something will come up. You can go to temple this weekend, pray all day Saturday.
There's men who've been praying at that temple for 40 years. Do you know how many prayers have to get answered before my turn comes up?
Your turn will come up. God has time for everybody.
Oh. This what, Aunt Blanche?
Thank you, darling.
Oh, I forgot Pops. Where's Nora?
Should have to call Stanley for dinner.
Hey, Lori, you want to take a walk on the beach tonight?
I have homework. What do you want to walk with me for?
You? Me? Nora? I just felt like taking a walk.
I think Nora has a date with Larry Clerman.
She likes Larry Clerman?
I don't know. Ask her yourself.
Larry Clerman? The man's my father's age.
He's 20.
Same thing. Do you think he's good looking?
I don't think anybody's good looking.
Larry Clerman? The man doesn't even have a chin. His tie goes up to his teeth.
Eugene, where's your father's water?
I'm coming. Right, now I have Larry Clerman to contend with. Here's the water, Pop. Put ice in it.
Don't drink so fast.
Do you have time to look at my sneakers later, Pop?
What does he want to look at your sneakers for?
They have no sole. They're hanging on by a tiny piece of rubber. I have to clench my toes whenever I go for a fly ball.
I bought you new sneakers last month.
Last year, Pop. Not last month. Can only wear them 2 hours a day because my feet can't grow in them.
Listen, this is no time to talk to your father about sneakers. He has enough on his mind. Just go inside and turn right down on the liver. Listen, we'll talk later. You can go inside, eat a nice dinner, relax, and when everyone's asleep, we'll figure things out calmly. I don't like it when you get upset.
Come, darling, I'm feeling better. Help me in the kitchen.
You think she'll ever get married?
Blanche?
I mean, she's not unattractive. What does she want to waste her life in this house for?
She's raising 2 children.
Well, if she wants to meet people, I know plenty of single men.
Blanche she's not the type to get married.
She was married once, wasn't she? Those are the type that get married.
Dave was different. She's not interested in other men.
And what about that Murphy fellow across the street? He's plenty interested, believe me.
That drunk? That man can even find his way into the house at night. You know he fell asleep in the doorway once. In the rain. He was still there when I went out to get milk.
He's got a good paying job, he lives alone with his mother, so he takes a drink on a Saturday night. What he needs is a good woman.
Not my sister. But I find someone lying in the next doorway. But I don't want to discuss this anymore.
Come in.
Are you busy? I want to talk to you.
want to talk to you, Eugene. But he's different. He's always interested in what you have to say.
Really? I hope so.
You never noticed?
Not really. What's the favor?
About how you admire people who stand up for their principles.
What people?
Any people. Principles is the most important word. If you could work it 3 or 4 times, I'd be grateful.
3 or 4 times?
I'll mention someone like Abraham Lincoln, and then you'll say, well, there's a man who stood up for his principles.
I have my own things to bring up at dinner. I don't want to get in a conversation about Abraham Lincoln.
You know, his whole life, just his principles.
Why would I do such a stupid thing?
Because, as of tomorrow, I'm unemployed.
What happened? Did you get fired?
I will be, unless I write Kaiser Wallenheim a letter of apology. But it really is up to my old man. I'll do whatever he says.
When are you going to ask him?
Tonight, right after dinner.
Tonight. Does it have to be tonight?
That's the deadline. I have to give my answer to Mr. Strawman tomorrow morning.
Well, can't you ask your father in the morning?
My father gets up at 5:30. My mother has to line his shoes at 5:30 in the morning because he can't make his own decisions. What's wrong, Laura?
I don't know what you have to complain about. At least your father's alive and around the house to make decisions. You don't know when you're well off, Stanley. Sometimes you make me sick.
Chapter 7, Infamous Dinner. It started out like a murder mystery in Glen Castle. No one said a word, but everyone looked suspicious. It was so quiet, you could hear Laura's soup going down her esophagus. Everyone had one eye on their plate, one eye on top. Except me. I sat opposite Nora. I kept dropping my napkin a lot so I could bend down and get a good look at those virginal, creamy white legs. She was really deep in thought because she left herself on guard a few times. I got to see halfway up her thighs at Liz's Golden Palace in the Himalayas.
Stop dangerously.
Stanley knew what I was doing because he's the one who taught to me. But he was busy with his own problems, like everyone else. It was so quiet, you could hear the clock ticking in the kitchen. The tension in the air was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Which is more than one can say for liver.
Ketchup, mustard, pickles.
I'm through all of the dishes.
Finish your liver.
I'm finished. Do you see a liver on my plate?
You buried it under the mashed potatoes. I know your tricks. Look how Lori's eating all hers.
I had a major problem. One more bite and I would have thrown up on the table. That's a sight Nora would remember forever. Diversion was my only escape out of humiliation. So, how are things around Strawman, Stanley? I felt bad about that. But, for the moment, attention has shifted away from
So how long have you been working there?
Where?
At Stroheim's.
Stroheim's? Well, let me see. A year and a half before I graduated high school, and a year since then.
So, what's that?
2.5 years, counting part-time.
And he likes you?
Who?
Mr. Stroheim.
Yeah, usually he likes me.
You come in on time?
Yeah,
You do your work?
yeah,
You get along with your coworkers?
yeah.
So why shouldn't he like you? How much are you making there now?
$17 a week.
It's time you moved up. Tomorrow, you go into his office and you ask him for a raise.
Oh, raise?
You tell him you think you're worth an extra $5 a week.
$5?
He'll offer you $1.25. You'll settle for $2.50. Trust me, I know how these things work.
I don't think it's the time to ask him for a raise, Pop. I think his wife is very sick.
Are you afraid? Do you want me to grab you by the hand, walk into his office and say, my little boy wants a raise?
I'm not afraid.
Your father wouldn't ask you if you didn't think it was the right thing. Believe me, Stanley, now's the time to ask.
Bob, I think I have a... Oh my God.
There are no bones in liver.
What's your agenda, Laura?
Nothing is new. Mind your own business.
I'm just trying to introduce a new subject.
I don't need your help. Mom, we can stay out of this. Lori, if you're finished, you may be excused.
What happened at dancing school?
Nora received a very nice compliment from her teacher. He said that she had professional potential.
He didn't say potential. Potential is the future. Mr. Beckman is into it, Nora's immediate preference.
And Mr. Beckman's your teacher?
No, he's one of the most widely known and respected producers on Broadway.
Broadway? Look at that. And how are you doing in school otherwise?
I'm doing fine.
She's doing very well.
I wish I was as smart as she is.
Isn't that the same Mr. Beckman who's producing the great Broadway show, Extravaganza Abracadabra? I hear if a girl gets hired for a course like that, not only is a career practically guaranteed, but the experience you gain from it is equal to a 4-year college education.
Eugene, that's enough.
Only a 4-year college education is equal to a 4-year college education.
I don't think Abraham Lincoln went to college.
What about you, Lori? You're feeling all right?
Yes, Mr. Dad.
Getting plenty of fresh air?
As much as I can hold them. Nora, did you tell Uncle Jack about the big scientist of water?
Girls, why don't we let Uncle Jack eat his dinner? If we have something to discuss, we can discuss it later.
Somebody has something to discuss? If so, now's the time. This is the family hour.
What a great idea for a radio show, the Family Hour. Every Wednesday night, you hear a different family eating dinner and talking about their problems of the week. Week presents Dinner at Brighton Beach, starring the Jacob Jerome family. Tonight's specialty, liver and cabbage, brought to you by X-Lax. Come on, X-Lax.
The whole country's gonna hear about a 15-year-old boy gagging on liver.
So nobody has anything to discuss? If so, I want to turn on the news.
As a matter of fact, nothing.
I'm through. I'll have the dessert.
You sit there and you finish your liver.
But I can't swallow it. It won't go down. Remember lima bean catastrophe? Does anyone want to see a repeat of that disgusting episode?
Why does he always talk like he's in a Sherlock Holmes story?
He is. He's a writer.
What do you think you are?
Boys,
Eat half of it.
Which half? They're both terrible.
Eat a quarter of it. 2 bites.
1 bite.
2 bites.
I know you. If you make me 2 bites, you'll make me another bite. I'll take it in my room. I'll eat it tonight. I need time to chew it.
Eugene, these are not the times to be wasting food. If you didn't want it, you shouldn't have taken it.
I didn't take it. They gave it to me. It comes attached to a plate.
If it's so important to everybody, I'll eat your liver, Eugene.
You will?
It seems to be the only thing this family is concerned about. Now let's move on to more important things in our lives.
Nora's right. If nobody likes it, why do you make it?
Because we can't afford a roast beef for 7 people.
I suddenly felt vulgar and cheap.
Stanley, turn on the news.
Lori, get off your feet.
talk to you for a minute, Pop? It's something really important.
More important than what's going on in Europe?
It's not more important. It's just coming up sooner, that's all.
Hitler's invaded Austria. In a couple of months, it'll be us too. What's wrong with this radio?
Someone's been fooling around with it. Haven't they, Eugene?
Why, Eugene? Pop had the news on last night.
You weren't listening to the ball game this afternoon?
He's talking about Poland. Damn it! From now on, nobody touch the radio.
Guess he's going to get blamed for the war in Europe.
Eugene, bring in the night report.
You really think there'll be a war, Pop? I mean, America too?
We're already in it. Not us, maybe, but if you're Jewish, you have a cousin suffering somewhere.
Ida Kaczynski's family got out of Poland last month. Stories she tells about what's going on there, you wouldn't even want to hear.
How many relatives do we have?
Enough. We have uncles, cousins. I have a great aunt. Your father has nephews.
I have a cousin named Sholem. He lives in Poland. And his whole family.
They had relatives in Warsaw, where his mother was born.
What if they gone to America? Where would they stay?
Who?
Your cousins, moms, uncles, and aunts?
What God gives us to deal with, deal with.
Would we take them in?
What are you worrying about things like that for? Go upstairs and work on your speech.
What speech?
How you're going to ask Mr. Stroheim for a raise?
I'll come talk to you later, okay, Pop? After you've rested and read your paper?
Blue Crate got 2 hits today. Blurp and Lou's hitting 302.
Is that your paper? How many times have I told you not to touch it until your father is finished?
I didn't break it. The print doesn't come off if I take a quick look at it.
Don't be fresh with your mother. Get upstairs.
Pop?
Now!
Find your name to it.
Look, maybe you should lie down. There's nothing in that paper that's going to cheer you up.
What will we do, Kate? All of a sudden we had a knock on our door. Where will we put them?
Look, the boat hasn't even arrived yet. I don't have time to worry about boats that haven't landed. Uncle Jack, I know you're tired. You have a lot of things on your mind, but the rest of my life may depend on your decision. And I have to know now because I have to know if I can call Mr. Beckman tomorrow and let him know if I can go or not.
Who's Mr. Beckman?
The Broadway producer. We talked about it at dinner.
Abracadabra! Remember?
Lori, upstairs this minute. Yours isn't the time. It's never the time. You won't make a decision, and I don't have anyone else I can talk to. Well, I'll make my own decision. I'm 16 and a half years old, and I'll do what I want.
What's this all about?
Go on out, Jack. Talk to her.
No, she's right. It's my decision.
What are you going to tell her? That she can leave school? That she can throw away her future? Is that what you really want to do?
What if I'm wrong? What if she's got talent? What am I supposed to say?
What, she can't talk to me? I'm her uncle, for God's sake. It's all the same family.
She doesn't need an uncle tonight. What she needs is a father. Go on, Jack. She'll tell you.
Want to sit with you?
I never learned. To be their mother, I always wrapped myself up in Dave so much.
If you want to talk, we'll talk. Come on. Come.
Look, we have enough mothers around here. What we need is a family. The world doesn't survive without families. Lori, go do your homework. And Blanche, make me a cup of tea. You're the only one around here who knows how to make a decent tea.
Listen, Nora. I know what it's like.
You
Not
do?
to be heard.
Really?
Yes. I grew up in a family of 4 children, and my father never could remember our names. My oldest brother was the big one. I was the little one. My brother Saul was the rotten one. Eddie was the skinny one.
And who am I?
The pretty one. What's wrong, Nora?
I don't know. It doesn't seem very important now.
I've never seen you cry over something that wasn't important. Listen. I know I'm not your father, but I can give advice. Advice is free. If it doesn't fit, you always return it.
Can we take a walk on the beach?
Sure. Walk to the ocean. My father always used to say, throw your problems out to sea and the answers will wash back up on shore.
Did they?
Not in Brighton Beach. Orange peels and watermelon pits. That's why it's good to take advice from someone who knows how to give it.
Will you stop that? I'm trying to think.
Glad I don't have your problems.
How'd you like the official American baseball in your mouth?
I gotta talk to you, Stanley. I mean a really serious, important talk.
Everybody in house has some problems. It's taking an awful long way to turn.
I had a dream last night. It was about this girl, I can't tell her name, but she's gorgeous. We were really kissing hard, rubbing up against each other, and felt this tremendous buildup coming, like at the end of 39 steps. And suddenly, there was an explosion, like a dam broke and everything rushed and flowed out to sea. It was the greatest feeling I had in my life, and when I woke up, I was...
All wet.
Yeah, how'd you know?
You had a wet dream. It was a wet dream. I have them all the time.
You do? What's wrong with you if it happens?
You mean you never had one before?
Yeah, but I slept through it. I can't believe I'm having this conversation.
Wait. Is she the one you were thinking about last night?
No, someone else, one of the beach girls.
It was Nora. Now I know why you dropped your napkin 12 times a dinner tonight.
She's driving me crazy. I think I'm in love with her.
Yeah? Forget it. She's your cousin.
You're not with your cousin.
You can't love your first cousin. If it was your stepsister, it would be dirty. When you go through puberty, don't start with anyone in your own house.
I made up those rules. Franklin Roosevelt married his cousin.
Maybe she was a second or third cousin. You cannot love your first cousin. You get babies with 9 heads. Which talk about roasting real quick. Really gotta talk to it tonight.
That was the night I discovered that lust and guilt were very closely related. I had to wash up.
Have a good time.
I don't do that!
Sorry, I'll change my doctor appointment. I forgot it was this Tuesday.
You don't have to change the thing the girl can do with me.
Have I ever missed your going to the grave? Dave was my favorite in the whole family. You know that.
Realize it'll be 6 years. Sometimes I forget things, but it seems shorter.
There wasn't another one like him.
Lori asks me questions about him all the time. Was he funny? What was the funniest thing he said? It's awful that I forget.
You know, sometimes you talk like your life is over. You're still a young woman, and you're still beautiful. If you ever stop squinting so much.
I went with him for 2 married years. What was I waiting for? It was 2 married years that I didn't have with him.
Hey, listen. Jack's company is having their annual fair up in New York next Wednesday at the Commodore Hotel. You should see how some of these women dress. You should come with us. Jack told me to ask you.
Who do I know at Jackson?
You'll be be with us, or you can meet new people. Max Green will be at our table. He's the one whose wife died of tuberculosis. He's their #1 salesman, and he lives up in a hotel on the Grand Concourse. He's a riot. You'll like him. Maybe you could even dance with him. Besides, what else do you have to do here every night?
I don't have a dress to wear or anything like that.
You can make something. Jack will get you some material. He knows everyone in the Bargain District.
Thank you, Kate. I appreciate it, but maybe next year.
Next year, you won't have any eyes altogether. What are you so afraid of, Blanche? Dave's dead, but you're not. If God wanted the both of you, you'd be lying in a grave next to him.
I have plans next Wednesday.
More important than this, this affair comes around once a year.
I'm going to dinner with someone.
You're having dinner. With a man? That's amazing. Why didn't you tell me?
With Mr. Murphy.
Who's Mr. Murphy? Oh my God! I don't understand you. You're going to dinner with that man? Do you know where he'll take you? To a saloon, to a bar and grill. That's where he'll take you.
We're going to Chardog's, that Hungarian restaurant. You haven't even met the man. Why do you just sit dinner?
I don't need to meet his kind. Just need to smell his breath when he opens the window. What do you think a man like that is looking for? You know I grew up with this kind on Avenue A. And how many times have Stanley and Jean come home black and blue from the beatings they took from those Irish hooligans? What do you have to talk to with a man like that?
Is that why you don't like him? Because he's Irish? When have the Jews and the Irish ever fought a war? You know who George Bernard Shaw is?
I don't care who he is.
One of the greatest Irish writers in the world. What if he took me to Chardog's next Wednesday?
Is Mr. Murphy a writer? Tell him to bring me one of his books. I'll be glad to read them.
Kate, when are you going to stop being an older sister?
I've heard stories about him. With women, they like their women, you know. But it's your business. Do what you want.
I decided to go downstairs and quiet my passion with oatmeal cookies.
We went on a walk last Thursday along the beach. He was quiet, hardly said a word. And he told me where his parents grew up in Ireland. Their life wasn't any easier than Ma and Pa's in Russia.
Nobody had it like they had it in Russia.
He holds down a decent job. He didn't smell of liquor. And he behaved like a perfect gentleman.
No cookies. Not until you finish your liver.
You're saving it? You mean it's going to be icebox until I grow up?
No cookies. Do you hear me?
I just need a glass of water.
You have water in your bathroom.
It has toothpaste in it. It makes me nauseous.
Listen, I'm not going to discuss this anymore. Do whatever you want. I'm going to bed.
Kate, I owe you and Jack enough as it is. I don't want to do anything that's going to make you unhappy. Every decent job I try to get turns me down because of my eyes. And the thought of marrying Frank Murphy hasn't even occurred to me. And maybe not even him. But I don't think one date at Chardog's is the end of the world.
I don't want to see you get hurt. I mean you no harm. You can handle anything except when someone in the family is mad at me.
I could never be mad at you, Kate. I promise you that until my dying day. Here. Is that all right?
Here, in my house.
For 2 minutes, I wanted you to see what he was like.
You know what? Tell his mother to clean her windows. Maybe then I'd know what he's like.
Can I see Mr. Beckman tomorrow?
Yes or no?
Did you talk to Uncle Jack?
I talked to Uncle Jack. I want an answer from you, whether yes or no.
What did he say?
It doesn't matter what he said. It's your decision or mine. Who's going to make it?
I told her she has talent, there'll be plenty of opportunities in the future. Never made it past the 8th grade. And that's why I spent half my life on the subway and the other half trying to make a few extra dollars to keep his family from being out on the street.
I don't want this just for myself, but for you and for Lord. In a few years, we can have a house of our own, instead of all being cooped up here like animals. We could pay Uncle Jack back for all he's given us these years. Mom, I'm looking for a way out. Don't shut me in. Don't shut me in for the rest of my life.
You said you do what Uncle Jack said.
He doesn't make decisions. He offers advice. I want a decision. From you, please.
You finish school. You tell Mr. Beckman that you're too young and that your mother said no.
I see. Thank you very much, Uncle Jack, for your advice. I'll let you know in the morning what my decision is.
Let her go, Blanche. Let her sleep on it. You're only going to make things worse.
See, no matter what I do, I only make things worse.
Well, good night.
Put the cookie on the table.
What cookie?
The oatmeal cookie in your pocket. Put it on the table.
You can smell an oatmeal cookie 10 feet away.
I heard the jar moving in the kitchen. Suddenly, everyone's doing what they want around here. Your Blanche is upset. Your father's upset. Now put the cookie on the table.
What happened? I heard a lot of yelling.
I don't know, but it's my fault.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
You want me to speak to Mom? I can tell it's been flooding my heart again.
Don't you ever say that. Don't you ever pretend to be sick to get favors from anybody.
I'm not pretending. They're just not big clutter.
Stop puffing out your lungs. The house could be burning down and you'd be puffing it out with pillows.
Let's go to bed. You're tired.
When does it get easier, Kate? When does our life get easier?
At night, when you get 7 good hours of sleep, that's the easiest it ever gets.
Close the door!
I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was in there.
Can I talk to you now for a minute? I really need to talk to you, Pop.
He's tired soon. He's practically asleep.
It'll just take 2 minutes. I'll tell it as fast as I can.
It's fine, Kate. Go to bed. Boy wants to tell me something.
Turn out the lights when you're through. And don't worry about things. You always find a way to make them work.
She saw me on the crapper! Or saw me on the crapper! I might as well be dead!
I have a problem, Pop.
If you didn't, you wouldn't live in this house.
It must be tough being a father. Everybody comes to you with their problems, and you have to answer all of them. I don't know if I can handle it.
Stop sucking up. What's the problem?
I got fired today.
What?
Don't get excited. Don't get crazy. Let me explain what happened.
What did you do? Were you fresh as somebody? Don't tell me you were fresh as somebody.
I'm not fired yet. I can still get my job back. I just need you to help me make a decision.
Take it back. I don't care what it is. Now is not the time for anyone to be out of work.
When I was 12, you gave me talk about principles, remember?
How long are you going to wait to tell me this?
This is about principles, Pop.
You waited all night.
You at least hear my principles.
I'll hear your principles, then you'll hear mine.
All right. Just sit back and relax, okay? And let me explain what happened. Well, it was on account of Andrew, the colored guy who sweeps up.
So Stanley began his sad story. Never said a word, just sat there and listened. Stanley was terrific. It's like watching that movie, Abe Lincoln in Illinois. Not only was Stanley defending his principles, but the democracy of the United States of America. Pop must have been blurry-eyed, because not only did he have to deal with Stanley's principles, nor his career, the loss of his noisemaker business, how to get Aunt Blanche married off from Lori's fluttering heart, but any minute there could be a knock at the door with 37 relatives from Poland looking for a place to live. Finally, Stanley finished his story.